Hey guys, Crew of Blind Wave, I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
Calvin? I'm a little tired today. Edited Game of Thrones last night so we could have it up for all you fine people.
Yep.
Now we're doing it today to do it again. This is episode 5. I gotta look up the name. Ooh, okay. The Ghost of Harrenhal.
You mentioned before that Harrenhal was the place they thought was haunted because of all of the people who were killed by the dragons there.
Yeah, I think the guy's name who made Harrenhal was named Harren. And then it said that the ghosts of him and his sons and all of his men are still there because they were all roasted alive in it.
Yeah. Now, did the dragons, just breathe on it until it, cooked them? Or did they, actually, breathe in one hole and it just blew out all the others?
I mean, I think it was both.
A little bit of both?
Yeah.
How many dragons did there used to be?
There were 3. 3 dragons conquered all of Westeros.
Shit.
Yeah.
Now there's 3 again.
Yeah, there was, yes. There was,
This is going to be amazing.
I think it's Aegon Targaryen, the Conqueror, and he rode Balerion, the Black Dread. And then he had 2 sisters, and they each rode 2 of his other dragons.
Jeez.
And they conquered...
That's badass.
Yeah. They conquered 6 kingdoms. Not 7, but 6 kingdoms.
Yeah, they didn't conquer their own.
They didn't conquer Dorne. Dorne was the southmost kingdom, and they didn't conquer it because, their words are unbowed, unbent, unbroken, because they never bowed to the dragons.
Gotcha. How did they? If they took down Harrenhal, how did they not take down Dorne?
Dorne, it was I believe. I mean, they have castles and stuff. But they were mainly nomadic, and they were in the desert, and they never fell because they didn't have a stronghold to be destroyed,
to be taken,
and they were able to.
So basically, they would have had to just kill everyone.
Pretty much. I think that's what it is. I'm sure I'm wrong. I think I probably made that up. I think that's what it is, though. Yeah, I'm sure people will correct me.
People will correct you if you're
Absolutely.
wrong about Game of Thrones.
Anyway, Ghost of Harrenhal. We have to catch up real quick about what happened last episode. Nothing crazy happened last episode.
Nothing extremely crazy.
So nothing crazy happened. What all happened?
Arya is now the cup holder to Tywin Lannister.
Yeah.
Which is fairly important.
Yep.
The family that killed her father, she's now carrying the hopefully unpoisoned cup directly to his lips.
Hopefully.
I'm sure he hopes.
Yes, okay.
He doesn't know, apparently. Yeah. The Mountain is just a terrible man, just killing a whole bunch of people, trying to find out about some kind of brotherhood that don't know about.
I know we learned the one guy's name was Polliver, who is the guy that has Arya's sword.
Yeah.
And then I don't think we've learned the name of the other guy yet. So, but yeah, Mountain and Polliver.
Now, is Polliver like a lieutenant? Or is he a knight?
He's not a knight, I don't think so. I think he's just a soldier in the Lannister army.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he didn't look like he had the knight's attire or anything.
He's just a
henchman.
conscript. Yep.
Gotcha. We've got Stannis trying to move in on Renly's territory, and Renly kind of getting pissy with him, getting a pissing match with him.
He got a little pissy with him.
And then Stannis sent his good man, Davos, and his woman, Melisandre, into a cave, and shit happened. Crazy, don't know anything.
Yeah, I guess you could say shit happens. Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. I don't know if that applies to birthing demon children spawned from king's sperm.
That's some shit. That's some shit right there. I'm not saying that oh man, that's shitty. Yeah. I mean, it probably is for the other army.
Yeah.
For Renly.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's some shit.
That is some shit. We'll have to get in and see what other shit happens with that stuff, right?
Probably more ghosty stuff.
And then just real quick, Dany arrived at Karth.
Yeah.
Robb attacked the army with his wolf.
At night.
Yep. We didn't get any Jon.
Didn't get any Jon that episode.
We didn't get any Theon.
No. I was kind of hoping we get some Theon, but...
Yeah.
He's still resting with his conscious.
Yeah. Yes. Tyrion got Lancel Lannister to be his spy.
Lancel.
Yep.
Lancel Lannister.
Mm-hmm. And Littlefinger brought Catelyn, Eddard's bones.
Yeah.
And I think that's everything we kind of saw.
I think so.
I don't remember anything else. So, let's get into episode 5.
Well,
What?
King Joffrey was being
yeah.
mean to Horse.
I forgot about that one.
That's
mean. That's a little understatement. Mean to Horse.
I mean, technically he was making them be mean to each other.
Yeah, he was. And
that's...
Yeah. I didn't want to talk about it.
Let's not talk
No, we got to talk about it now.
Well...
How do you treat your horse?
I don't.
You're so mean. All right.
I don't treat my horse.
Let's watch episode 5, Ghost of Harrenhal. Yes. Okay. I can't do it in the morning. Cough. Kuwath.
Cough. Well, I mean, it should be spelled with a U, but it's not.
Mm-hmm. No U.
Even if the U is silent.
Yep. What the fuck?
This is French.
We'll have to just watch this.
No!
Damn it! Damn it! Fucking the French.
Now we get to know what they were actually saying.
I don't want to know.
It's very windy.
Means nothing.
Swear it.
They think Brienne did it.
Fuck, he's good. So big.
What?
Finally got two people to agree on something, and one of them dies!
I'll kill a shadow. These are tents. We can go through the walls.
Right? You can see him breathing. He's alive! He's wearing that paper towel cardboard tube dress again.
I like it. It's good for tall men.
Very handsome.
Do you want to be a queen?
No. I want to be the queen.
Ambitious.
And you lead the fleet into Blackwater Bay.
Your Grace, I'm honoured, but my time on the sea was spent evading ships, not attacking them. The other lords won't be happy.
Most of those lords should consider themselves lucky I don't hang them for treason.
Yeah. If he didn't need him, he probably would have killed him for defecting.
To the tune of a twisted demon monk.
You have to admire his imagination.
He's talking about you.
What? Demon monkey?
I love how offended he is.
Yeah.
He
never usually gets offended.
Yeah. He's not trying to do anything wrong. Like, he's not evil about his business.
Yeah.
As soon as Winterfell got word that we'd taken Torrens Square, the Starks would send their men to take it back. And then... Take me to my ship.
And what do they say of Robb Stark in the north?
They call him the Young Wolf.
And?
They say he rides into battle on the back of a giant dire wolf. They say he can turn into a wolf himself when he wants. They say he can't be killed.
Do you believe them?
No, my lord. Anyone can be killed.
Fetch that water.
You can tell he likes her.
There is a very innate respect there.
Speak 3 names, and the man will do the rest. 3 lives I will give you. No more, no less. And we're done.
I can name anyone.
Who is this guy?
And you'll kill him.
A man has said.
It's got style.
Yeah.
The one who tortures everyone.
A man needs a name.
I don't know his name. They call him the Tickler.
That is enough. Go now, go.
The Tickler. I wonder who that is.
Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it? Gilly'd love it, eh?
There's nothing more sickening than a man in love.
He knew her for like an hour.
Yeah. Well, at least they know where to hole up.
See him? I missed him the first time I watched this.
Ghost.
1 blast for friends. 2 for foes.
And 3 for White Walkers. It's been 1,000 years, but that's the only time they blow the horn 3 times.
Well, if it's been 1,000 years, how do you know?
Well,
I read it in a book.
Substance burns so hot it melts wood, stone, even steel. And, of course, flesh. The substance burns so hot it melts flesh like tallow.
It's a heck of a vault.
There's a lot of pots, isn't it?
It's a few.
Our present count stands at 7,811. Enough to burn Stannis Baratheon's fleet and armies both.
Dracarys.
That's so cute and so terrifying. It's the smallest terrifying thing ever.
Yeah. She finally figured out what to eat. Cooked meat.
On behalf of the Warlocks of Karth, I welcome you.
Warlocks.
A demonstration.
He's like the navigators from Dune.
Take this gem. Look at it. Look closely enough, and you can see yourself in them. Often more than once.
He creepy as fuck.
He's creepy.
Ah. Different shot. First shot, the horse had clods of dirt on its side. That one didn't.
My own mother died on the back of that.
This isn't real.
And she's big.
I do not know your son.
We have to help them.
Most of the fighting men are away with Rob, but I can gather 200 decent men.
you need so many.
If we can't protect our own bannermen, why should they protect us? Go, Sir Roderick. Take the men you need.
Won't take long, my lord. Southerners don't do well up here.
I like him.
Yeah, Roderick.
Roderick, yes.
I like how proud he was of Bran.
Yeah.
Good boy. Good boy.
Has your manservant been in love with you?
He's not my manservant and he's not in love with me. He's my advisor.
If a man can see it.
Unlikely. But marry me and I will give you the 7 kingdoms. And our children will be princes and princesses.
Another large man with power promised her that before.
You have a gentle heart. You would not only be respected and feared, you would be loved. Someone who can rule and should rule. Centuries come and go without a person like that coming into the world. There are times when I look at you and I still can't believe you're real.
I like Jorah.
The last part, though, he's been a little too honest there.
A little bit.
And how do I get this ship?
I'll find it for you. Sound ship with a good captain.
I hear the sea bitch is available.
That's a terrible name for a boat.
She bitch.
Sea bitch.
It's good for the Ironborn.
What's good for the Ironborn is not good for anybody else.
Evs.
You should stand side face.
Huh? Side face?
Cereal.
Why?
Stand side face.
Pull the target.
Am I fighting someone?
You're practicing for a fight. You should practice right.
She's right.
Mm-hmm. The tickler.
Did you? Yeah, that's what I thought. His head was twisted clear around.
He's just eating.
I like that guy.
Jaqen H'ghar.
That guy's cool.
Yeah, you like that guy?
He's incredibly smooth.
He is. Now, we first saw him in a cage, implying he must have came from a dungeon.
Yes.
You know, because that's what Yoram was doing, was going around the dungeons and taking people. So he was in a dungeon, and now he's suddenly a Lannister man. Which is interesting, right?
Yeah.
How do you do that? Was he always a Lannister man? If he was, why was he in a dungeon in a Lannister-controlled city?
Maybe he was just too small to worry about. Like, nobody knew he was there. Or maybe he killed a guard, took his clothes, and hid the body. And just, I'm Lannister man now.
Yeah. I like the way he talks with pronouns like, a boy was a girl, and now a boy.
Yeah.
You know, a man noticed. Or a man always knew.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is Jaqen H'ghar. I think only they said his name yet, but that's his name. Jaqen.
Jaqen?
Yep.
Is it spelled with a Q?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
That's the way I would spell that.
Yeah.
Because that's...
Yep. What'd you think of the episode, Calvin?
I liked it!
It was a good episode.
Except for the very beginning. That was some more messed up shit. Dang it!
Renly's dead?
Renly...
Yeah. So, a shadow with the face of Stannis Baratheon. Sons do tend to look like their fathers.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it seemed to disappear. Like, it came in, right? And then it dissipated.
Yeah.
So that happened, and Bran was blamed. And she had to take out 2 guardsmen. And she can handle herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to point out that this is the...
I thought she took out 3.
It was either 2 or 3, I don't remember.
I thought it was 3.
It probably was 3. This, I want to point this out. This is the first episode where there was no nudity.
Oh my gosh, you're right!
Yeah, there was no point where I was like...
There was no HBO scene!
Yeah, I was like, I have to cut this out.
That's nice!
Yeah, I don't know why I've been paying attention to that, but the entire time I'm like, I haven't seen any boobs yet. I guess I noticed those things.
It is kind of odd when you're watching a show and it's this riveting.
Yeah.
And then you realize that there were no boobs in it.
Yeah.
Because all of the other shows have. Every one.
I know. I guess I just noticed these things.
It's like, I can't remember what show it was. It's like, oh, it was Arrested Development.
Yeah.
That's the 5th nipple I've seen today. 5th.
That's true. It's funny. Okay, we met the Pyromancer.
Yeah.
Today. And that guy, just real quick, that guy that plays him, he is one of George Martin's friends, and he actually was the guy that read all of the audiobooks. Book on tape. He also holds the record for most characters voiced, because there's so many characters in Game of Thrones.
Wow.
Yeah. But whenever they started the show, George Martin was like, hey, you need to cast this guy. He's good, you know? So they originally had him for Grandmaster Pycelle. And then he got sick during the filming of the pilot or the first season. And so they ended up giving him this role, which I thought was cool. So that's a cool little piece of trivia. But they are creating Wildfire.
Which is basically Greek fire.
Pretty much, yeah. Just way more potent.
From the sounds of it, yeah, it's not just chemical; it's somewhat magical as well.
We've gotten a lot more hints about magic popping up, right?
Yeah,
we've had it's not necessarily magical; it's more chemical. They're pyromancers,
more alchemical.
Yeah, but Wildfire
alchemy.
I think Aerys Targaryen, the Mad King. I'm pretty sure there's a story where somebody requested trial by combat and he named Wildfire his champion. He was known to burn people, and he loved wildfire. There are actually stories of Targaryens drinking wildfire, trying to become dragons and that kind of stuff. Like after the dragons had died out. So,
yeah, I've heard of people running out of booze and drinking gasoline too. That's not wise either.
Yeah, so wildfire can be a crazy thing.
What would happen if Daenerys
drink wildfire?
Yeah,
no, she's already got dragons. Is she
No,
gonna turn into one?
Not turn into one.
Feel
but
your animality.
maybe she could like breathe fire then.
Yeah. Yep.
Like maybe a little, like human-sized fire.
Well, her dragon did. She was saying that word Dracarys, which is like a command, like breathe fire, and he started. So
yeah,
that happened. Speaking of chemistry of wildfire, I really enjoy Aria and Tywin together. The chemistry between those two actors.
It's always really good when you have a very good child actor.
Yeah. And then
with a very defined character.
Yeah. And
then a incredibly experienced, classically trained Shakespearean actor.
Yeah, like Charles
Dance.
Yeah. I love it.
I love that to death.
Because like
I want more.
He's working on like 3 different levels. He's like in charge of his war council. He's talking to a servant, and he likes her. You know,
yeah.
Like, he goes in and out of those 3 dynamics like flawlessly. Like you don't even notice him. You know?
And he's also dealing with family.
Yeah,
like
his
people. Like
the black sheep
whining.
cousin.
Yeah.
Yes,
like,
he is.
Screw that guy. Send him home.
So anyway, I enjoy those scenes, and we will be getting more this season. So that's going to be fun. I don't know why I write down horns. Up in the north, 1 horn is for Rangers returning. 2 horns is wildlings attacking. 3 horns is White Walkers, which we haven't heard in like 1,000 years, right?
Yeah.
So I always thought that was cool that they had that little system. But I always, like, you hear one, whoa, and you're like, okay, it's just Rangers.
Yeah.
You know? So, anyway.
That would be terrible.
Yeah.
Like every time
Every
you're
time
like,
they're coming back. Yep. We also got the first mention. I think this is the first naming. The zombie that attacked the Lord Commander, and Jon stopped it. They refer to it as a white.
A white.
Yeah, not like a White Walker. This is confusing for some people. A White Walker.
Well, a white is spelled
W-I-G-H-T.
Yes.
Yes. But it's a very important distinction because dead bodies coming back to life are the whites. The creature or the blue-eyed thing or whatever that is a White Walker.
Yeah.
In the books, they're also known primarily as the Others, but they chose not to do that for the TV show because of Lost. And Lost had the Others.
Gotcha.
Know? So, anyway, whites and White Walkers. It can be confusing for some, but I have a feeling it will not be confusing for you.
No.
We also met Qhorin Halfhand, one of the most famous Rangers to ever have been. So that was cool. He's a cool guy.
I like the I've been called many names, but I doubt I've ever been called Lord.
Yeah, that was funny. He stayed out the entire last winter above the wall by himself. But that was a pretty cool little story.
By himself. Jeez.
Yeah.
So he's like the elite ranger.
Yeah, he's Benjen Stark is like called the first ranger. He's like, like the head of all the rangers, but Qhorin Halfhand I think is much more renowned.
Right.
Even the wildlings know of him.
Wow.
Yeah. So there's Qhorin Halfhand. And they were at the Fist of the First Men, and they already kind of explained in the show what that was, which is like, it's like Plymouth Rock almost.
Yeah.
It's where the First Men defended themselves from the Long Night, I think is what it's supposed to be.
Wow.
Yep. Bran had a dream. The sea comes. That was interesting.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I think bad things might happen at the little fishing village.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll just have to see. That's why I wanted to see what you thought about that one. And the last thing I have is the Warlocks of Karth.
Weirdos.
Yeah, very creepy. Perfect actor.
Yeah.
What do you think's going on with that guy? Zorro said parlor tricks.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we kind of said that about Melisandre when we first met her, too.
True.
Yeah. All these magical things suddenly popping up. Around the same time, dragons have popped up.
That meteor.
And the meteor, yeah. There was also a meteor. Yeah, I didn't think about that. But, yeah, there's two explanations. One, it's a guy that copied himself magically. Two, it's just two guys look alike. Or twins.
Twins, or a man that was surgically altered to make him look like the other guy.
I would not want to be surgically altered to look like that.
No. No, that would be terrible.
Yeah. So we'll have to learn more about the warlocks of Karth and their House of the Undying.
Although he did say, look at the ring. Look deeply into the ring.
Look into the gem, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, obviously, if he's a magician, it's... it's a focus. It's what do they call it for sleight of hand? Distraction.
I know what it is, but I can't think of it.
Misdirection.
Misdirection.
Yes. Or was it a magical gem?
Either.
Yeah.
Now
I wanted to point this
we
out.
had a magic shadow baby come out of a.
I wanted to point this out last episode, but I forgot about it because I didn't write it down. We have seen twice now that the little jewel at the throat of Melisandre glows. It's very subtle, but it glowed when she had the shadow baby.
Yeah.
And also glowed whenever she survived the poison. So it's interesting what is happening with that little jewel thing that she has. I don't think you'll notice it if you don't look out for it sometimes.
I noticed it, but it was like so much other shit's happening.
Yeah, there's something else to focus on.
Yeah,
in that scene,
that's.
Right? She's shitting out smoke. All right, Calvin. Anything else for this episode? I think that's pretty much it. I think we covered everything.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Arya still has 2 names.
She does have 2 names.
And now she knows that Jaqen is serious.
He's very serious.
And he is very good.
And we were introduced to a new musical theme this episode with Jaqen. It's like wah 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 wah, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So let's pay attention to when we hear that next.
Yeah.
Right? He did say that he served the Red God. We've heard of a Red God before, but he seems very different than Melisandre.
Yeah.
We'll have to pay attention also to different religions as they're introduced to us through different characters.
And we have the large woman pledging her allegiance to Catelyn.
Yeah, Brienne.
Brienne of Tarth.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think
she will do well.
I think Catelyn looks at Brienne and sees herself a little bit like I'm a strong woman too, just in different ways. I think the same thing with Brienne looking at Catelyn.
Yeah.
Every time I see Brienne, especially with Catelyn near, I think that I think Catelyn would be like, I wish Arya could see this woman.
Right?
Because Arya was always...
a little bit like, I hope Arya doesn't see this woman.
Well, I don't know. I mean, because Arya's always had that thing, I don't want to be a lady. I don't want to get married. I want to be a knight, And here's a woman that's actually doing it,
Yeah.
So I think that she might warm up to Brienne a little bit just because of that in the back of her head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she might consider her like a daughter.
In a way, or just
remind
her of Arya, who she just found out is still with the Lannisters.
Who she was told is still with the Lannisters.
By Littlefinger.
Who,
even though he's proven time and time again that you can't trust him.
Do not trust Littlefinger!
She still, I think her hope, and he knew this, but her hope kind of overwon that part. She's like, she's still alive.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right, guys, that's a lot of Game of Thrones this weekend.
Yeah.
So
stay tuned next weekend for a lot more Game of Thrones.
We will have episodes 6 and 7, and then the weekend after that, 8 and 9, and then after that, 10, and then season 3.
Season 3, episode 1.
So we're making our way through this. We will be done with Game of Thrones by the time it premieres.
Yeah.
And Calvin will be all cut up. So anyway, I know that we certainly don't do these enough for everybody. Everybody wants more and more, but
yeah,
it's a show that's been out for a while. We kind of want to coast on it and
a little bit, especially if we can get all of the shows done right in time for the premiere.
Yeah, that'll be good. So anyway, make sure you guys are sticking around and watching everything else Game of Thrones related and everything Blind Wave related, because we have a lot of stuff come out every week. You guys can go to our website, which is blindwave.net. That has a list of all of our reactions in very nice, orderly fashion. Because our YouTube page is getting a little cluttered.
It is. It's kind of...
We have like 600 videos.
everywhere.
So you can go there and check that out. It also has a forum and a store, which I know we're getting something up very soon for that. I think we're doing the sabers, I think, is the first thing we're putting up.
Yeah, sabers, and we're looking into getting shirts.
Yeah, we'll do
and,
some t-shirts.
koozies and stickers and stuff like that. I'm not sure what all, but... Look out for that.
Also, there is a support us page where it links to our Patreon. That is patreon.com/blindwave. If you guys enjoy what we're doing here, throw us some support. But with our Patreon campaign, that thing is pretty much the only thing right now keeping us afloat.
Yeah. Since we're not monetizing our videos anymore.
Pretty much. And there will be a Patreon-specific video coming out this week that I'm almost done with. And I'll explain all that good stuff. So to see that video and more Game of Thrones, make sure you're subscribing and liking the video, and come back next reaction. I'm Eric.
I'm Calvin.
And we'll see you later. Calvin! Button!